guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting and welcome back to the channel. We're here undercover because unfortunately we've got the typical beautiful British summer at the moment. Despite it being June, there's no sunshine but plenty of rain, and I can't wait any longer to review this product and get to grips with this product because it's been very kindly lent by a subscriber called John. So thank you very much, John, for sending this down and allowing me to play around with your new toy. And as you can see, this is the Mantis X10 Elite. I've seen loads about this online and I've been very excited to try it out and see the benefits. For anyone that doesn't know what this training system is, it's basically a coach or an instructor effectively in your pocket. The amount of data and analysis that this system can do is absolutely mind-boggling, and I have had a little bit of a play with it before coming down to the range just so I understand it a bit and I can give the best review. And you know, off camera I was very impressed, but let's get it open and show you what you get. So this is the Mac Daddy, the top of the range kit, all the functionality, all of the features, and it runs at about £300. So not the cheapest training aid out there. They do a cheaper system, which is the Mantis X, and they run at about £160, £170. So you get this nice little storage pouch which is easily going to fit in a range bag, making sure that you always have it with you. And you might think that it's at first a little disappointing what you seem to get. You think, oh, I've just spent 300 quid for this, what am I actually getting? So in your little pouch there you have your charging cable, some shims, you've also got a barrel mount, and I'll talk about that in a second, but this is what you're most interested in. This is the brain, the analyzer. This is what gets all of that data and actually connects to your phone. And I think one of the greatest things about this is that it's both iPhone and Android compatible, so you don't have to pick one or the other. You can you know, download it from the Play Store or the App Store, but that is what you are paying for. I'm going to record everything that I do on the phone so that you can see it and see what I'm doing. So this is what you're greeted to, and to get it connected, I obviously prior to this I have downloaded the app. Didn't take very long, it's not a huge app, and I have the Walther PPQ here. Never actually used the Picatinny rail on it, so this is going to be the first time, and it just clips straight on there. So that's now in place, and to get it connected you've got this little button on the bottom there. Press and hold that until it starts to flash and hit connect, and I found it to be really quick and really snappy. And then you can see here all of the different training drills you can do, all of the analysis. I have been going through the introduction, that's why it's flashing at me the benchmark. So if this is the first time that you're using the software, it will take you through it and show you what it can do and how to really extract the most out of it. But let's do some just standard shot timers. Now of course I am using it in dry fire mode. You do have to calibrate the gun. As long as you've got somewhere that's flat and level, which this table most definitely is not, and it is very sensitive. The amount of movement that this device can detect is pretty impressive. Let's see if I can just wedge it up there. You can see it's just calibrated really quick, really snappy, and that's something that impressed me straight off the bat, because when you come down and you want to do some training, you don't want to be playing around, you want to get straight to it. Well, we've just seen how quick and easy it is to set this up. So you can see on this menu here, you can tell the app where this is positioned, so which orientation you have it in. You can also mount it on the sides or even on the top of the gun if you want, and even on the bottom of the magazine, which I'll talk about in a little minute. So we've got it in dry fire mode. There's no ammunition in the gun. I'm right-handed, so we've got it in right-handed mode, and let's just press start. So you get that shooter ready, it tells you to go, and let's take a dry fire at that, and you can see it's picking up the dry fire shots. So at home, in your bedroom, if you just want to do some drilling, you can't get down the range, it's raining and you don't have a gazebo to play with, you can just go through. I'm using just one of the steel targets to get my point of aim, and you could just put a dot on the wall at home, or just pick up any sort of feature on the wall. So there we go, we've done a number of shots there. Let's go through and now analyze them. So we're going to stop the sort of the assessment, and then you can go through, and this is what I find really powerful. Actually quite not a bad score there, but you can see these red areas. There's obviously room for improvement, there's always room for improvement, but what's so powerful about this is you go, okay, well, I'm pulling the gun off to the left there, let's click on that and see what could be causing that, and it gives you a whole breakdown of what you might be doing wrong and what you should adjust to improve your score. But also you can see that I was pulling the gun down, again it's saying I'm pushing the gun forward, and then I've got, you know, maybe a little bit of adjustment here to do, so I can look at that, and that's saying that I was healing, and it does give you a fairly detailed explanation of what's causing that and what you can do to then adjust it. But that's only the starting point of this app. So I've brought down a few holsters because you can actually do holster drills with this, which I found really impressive. And something to mention is it's not just handgun specific, that's why I've got the rifle there. You can do it on rifle, shotgun, and even for archery as well, so it's incredibly powerful. Now, I told you about the mounting, and I said it can go on the side, on the top, or on the bottom. Now, on this gun, I don't know how I'm going to end up mounting it on the side. And on the top, if I did have a Picatinny rail on the top, I'm going to have an optic on there, so I'm not going to be able to see it. And even if I didn't have the optic on it and I'm using the iron sights, again, it is going to interfere with the sight. So it's cool that you can do that. I don't know in what scenario it's going to be used for, but for the main sort of intended mounting point on this Picatinny rail, well, can you see the issue there? It's going to interfere with the holster. So luckily John prepared this for me before doing the review, but he's actually modified a PPQ magazine base. So he's cut a bit of Picatinny rail down, glued it onto the base. So we can put that into the gun and now attach that onto the magazine base there, and then I can get it into the holster. Now that's all well and good, but another feature of this app is magazine changes. How is it going to analyze as soon as you drop that magazine with the device? So the magazine changes, I guess, you know, if you're drilling them from saying you've run dry or just a standard, you're on the target and you go for your magazine change and you have it on the front of the gun, that's going to work. But you're not going to be able to, as far as I can tell, incorporate the magazine changes with anything holster based. Well, holster based with the guns, obviously the magazines on the side are going to be fine, but you know, that's something I'd like to see maybe them overcome, maybe make the device even slimmer so that it can work with these holsters. But let's go and see the holster draw analysis anyway. So let's click on to that, and again we're doing dry fire, I'm right-handed, and it's still in the 4 position even though it's on the base. But let's go on the draw analysis, and this is actually my favorite drill. So it didn't seem to really break that one down completely. Let's go for a second one. That was not the smoothest draw. There we go. So you can see there the full breakdown that it's giving. Get it back, and you can see at the top it's the loading bar telling me to stand by, and it gives me the beep. There we go. So you can get instant feedback on your draws, and it really is breaking down every single element. And again, this is something that you could be doing at home in your bedroom. I'm not using a single round yet, haven't fired a single round, it's all dry fire. So that's probably enough. Let's put that to the side. Gun is clear, get that in the holster, out the way. So let's stop that exercise. And then this is what is so powerful. It shows you your exact barrel movement, and you can break down and really analyze everything that you're doing, and then even go back to, say, the overview menu and see your grip, your pull, the horizontal, target and shot. So you can really see, you know, you can see on that last one, actually getting my grip was absolutely terrible. and you can see where you're potentially losing time and what areas would be best to sort of focus on to be able to improve your performance. There was also, I think it was the open training. So this is again a great dry fire drill. I'll leave the device on the magazine for now. So let's just start that. And this is just purely analysing your shots. And even though I'm having to rack the gun each time, I'm picking up the same target. And again, you can see it's giving instant feedback and analysis. That's enough. So again, well, it's given me a good shot, so a big thumbs up from the app there. But you can see, okay, I was pulling the gun down. What's that from? It's pushing forward. What's wrong up here? Okay, I'm healing on that one. What went wrong there? So too little trigger finger. So again, breaks it all down, gives you a really nice detailed explanation, and then you can start to incorporate that into your drills. So yeah, for just dry fire, this is all just dry fire. I can really see the benefit of this system. I can really see how it's going to help you improve as a shooter. But it's not just for dry fire. Let's load up some magazines and put some lead down range and see how it performs with some live fire drills as well. So magazine loaded, eyes and ear on, range is clear. Let's have a look at this in live fire mode. So I've switched it to live fire. I'm right-handed still, that hasn't changed, and it's still in the same position. So let's load up the gun and get it ready. And I'm going to do some holster draws and see how this performs. So I'm going to start it, and again, it's going to coach me the whole way. It's going to tell me what it's doing. Stand by. Holster again, and again it's really quick and easy to do a number of drills. Let's stop that there. That should be enough. Gun is clear. And a holster. There we go. I'll stop it, and there we go. So some real life training, some live ammunition. Let's take these out so I can actually hear myself talk properly. But there we go. So I can go through and look at them. Where have I improved? So you can see, you can see the progression getting into the drill. Times do seem to overall be falling, and then you can go and analyze every single shot. But you can also see the overlays with that, so you can see how consistent you've been as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Let's try another drill. So we were doing, say, the open training. So this is going to be a lot easier because I'm not going to have to rack the gun each time, and I can do, say, some double tap, some rapid fire, or maybe some just slower controlled shooting. So let's start, get my eyes on first, start that. I'm going to load up the gun. And again, this isn't about holster, this is just about shooting. And we're out. So there we go. Just a note on the PPQ, I still stand by it being the most reliable gun out there. This does have a faulty feed ramp in it. We're waiting for a replacement on the barrel. Usually the performance is flawless. But there we go. So that's some real world shooting there. And again, I can look and see where I'm at. The end of the score's not too bad, but overall it's saying that the majority of my issues are breaking wrist up, so I can click on that and it shows me again what I'm doing, what's going wrong. So instant feedback, and overall really impressive. But I said it can do rifle as well, so let's get the rifle loaded up and try that out as well. To switch over, quick as anything, go in there and select that you're doing rifle now, and you can see all of the different, you know, the specific, say, handgun or rifle training exercises that you can do. And what I really wanted to do was some mag changes, but it's not going to allow me to do that, unfortunately. So that's maybe something to be aware of. I don't know why it wouldn't do mag changes with the rifle, but let's just do some shot times. We're going to change it to live. Obviously I'm going to have to switch the device, but with the little mechanism, it's really smart. It's really simple to do. And actually having the old handguard on there does help me, because the other handguards are completely bare. Let's get that on there, quick as that, ready to go. Let's get some eyes and ears in and then see how it performs with rifle. Let's load this gun up. You can see those shots there. Let's go for a double tap. Right, gun's clear. So again, just like with the handguard, let's put that the handguard, the handgun. We can go through and have a look at those shots. So even for the rifle, and again it knows I'm using a rifle, so it gives you again a real detailed breakdown of what you're doing for every single one. So overall, it really is, as I said at the start, a trainer in your pocket, and it's available from Amazon and a couple of other places in the UK. Really easy to get hold of, and I would highly recommend it. Honestly, you think that these things are a bit of a gimmick, but you've seen the level of detail and analysis that this kit can do, and I can completely see how it's going to improve. Again, there's the temptation when you go down the range to start plinking, and you know, you think you're training and you're just putting rounds down range and you're not really thinking about what's going wrong. You know, why did I miss that target? Now, you know, as you get more experience, you are going to be able to pick stuff like that up. You know, oh, okay, I pulled that, or you know, I didn't grip that tight enough, or you know, with the rifle I didn't get it in the shoulder properly, things like that. But having this app right there by the side, you can pull up, you know, take a few shots and look, okay, what did I do wrong there? And like live time adjust what you're doing. And I think that's incredibly powerful. Yes, £300 is a lot of money, but you think how much an instructor would cost you for the day, and you've got this thing then for life. So I'll put a link to the Amazon page below for you to go and have a look at. A big thank you once again to John for sending this down. I've really enjoyed it. Although, should I be saying thank you? Because I think he might have just cost me £300. Honestly, you know, I come down with Connors all the time, and certainly for shotgun, he's able to coach me quite well on that. But for handgun, you know, I'm sort of learning as I'm going, and having something that's powerful like this, I can really see doing a lot of drills here, not even using any live ammunition, just doing drive drills, maybe in the gun room or the studio. I'm gonna really like understand where I'm going wrong and hopefully improve for those international handgun matches. So yeah, I can give it a really big thumbs up. I can completely understand the hype of this thing and why people are so impressed with it and raving about it, and well, I'm raving about it too. So there we go, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed for future videos. And as always, guys, I hope to see you soon.